Hey everybody, it's Pastor Tim, ready for another edition of Storytime with Pastor Tim. We're going to be reading again from the Spark Story Bible as we continue our way through. We've done creation, we've done Adam and Eve, we've done the first sin, we've done Noah's Ark. We are now on Abram's call. Abram's call. So to me, this is probably one of, if not the most, one of the most important stories in the Bible. It is the beginning where God calls a group of people to be blessed, to be a blessing. That it is the job of these people who follow God to help others thrive in life and not just merely get by, but to help everybody realize who they are and how much they're loved and how to live a life in love, compassion, and forgiveness. And it begins with a man named Abram, who eventually becomes Abraham, and God's promise that God gives to Abraham. So let's listen to that story. There's a question afterwards, and we'll go from there. So Abram's call. One day, God said to a man named Abram, "It's time for you to leave your home and family and go to a new land. In this new land, I will give you many things and make sure people know about you. I will be kind to those who are kind to you. To the ones who are unkind, I will be unkind. Because of you, all the families on earth will be blessed." Abram was 75 years old and had a long white beard. He didn't let his age stop him. On his trip, Abram took his wife Sarai and his nephew Lot. They walked many miles leading to the new land. It was a hot and dusty trip, but Abram knew that where God was leading them would be a beautiful place. The trip was long and hard because they carried all their pots and pans, dishes, and clothes with them. "Phew, I am hot," said Sarai as her face grew red. "I'm getting tired," said Abram. "My feet hurt," groaned Lot. Can you imagine having to walk everywhere and carry all that you owned with you? Could you do that now? What would it be like if you had to walk everywhere you went and always had to carry your belongings with you? Oh. When they finally got to the land of Canaan, Abram stopped by a tall and shady oak tree. It felt good to get out of the blazing sun. God came to him there in the cool shade and said, "I have a surprise for you. I promise to give this land to your family forever." Abram and Sarai and Lot were so thankful to God for this wonderful gift. They jumped and danced and hugged each other and shouted, "Hooray!" Can you jump, dance, and hug each other and shout hooray? I knew you could. To show God that they were very grateful, Abram decided to build 2 altars to honor God. He would build one altar out of large, smooth stones by the tree and the other altar out of pieces of wood by his tent in the hills. Pretend you are going on a trip. Who will come with you? Can you draw a picture of all the things you will take on your trip? If you had to carry all your things, what would you take with you? Can you draw a picture of that? Thanks for listening. Tomorrow we continue on with God's promises to Abram.